when you try to call yourself disciplining the child, but you got HPD, you got mental health issues, that is child abuse. You can't do physical discipline if you mentally up. You see, that don't work. It don't work. You got to have your mind right so that when you put the physical down, then it's really discipline. You know what I mean? A good mental health mixed with physical discipline, it will be discipline. But when you got bad mental health and you go to put the physical down, that shit is straight up abuse, man. Straight up and down.
You're going to jail because of the injuries to your daughter.
So it came in for physical injury, saying that the little girl, your daughter, had a busted blood vessel in her eye, and that she said that you had hit her in the face yesterday multiple times. I got statements from the kids saying that yes, this child got hit yesterday, but there was different statements of how she got hit in the face yesterday and how many times she got hit in the face.
Watch how this mother get arrested at school after teachers notice her daughter had been injured from her mom's beatings.
All right, now tell me what happened with your sister.
She kept on getting the answers wrong.
All right, so when she got the answers wrong, what happened?
She just started getting hit.
So show me how your mom hit her in the face. Just like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, do me a favor, stop. All right, so when your mom hit her, how she hit her?
Huh?
How did your mom hit her? With the front of her hand or the back of her hand? How she hit her on the forehead? Did she hit her anywhere else?
Like that? Not like this.
Not like that.
Okay.
She hit her in the face too.
Where in her face? How? Like that? Just like that? With an open hand? Was it with an open hand or a closed hand?
Open.
How many times she smacked her on the face?
She kept on getting the answers wrong. That's how many times she smacked her on the face.
So every time she got an answer wrong, it was a smack.
She was stuck on one question,
Mm-hmm.
and she kept on getting the answers wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you keep on getting it wrong, I'm gonna hit you. And she did, and she kept on getting it wrong, and she did.
So because you get the answer wrong and you can't explain to me how to get the right answer, you're just gonna hit me. You're just gonna abuse me like if God gonna drop the answer from the sky. You gotta teach these kids. You can't expect these kids to be mind readers. That's why you ain't got the father. That's why y'all don't keep the father, because y'all expect the father to be the mind reader. You're a poor communicator. You passive aggressively stupid. So you sit up there and do all types of shit instead of opening your mouth and run the father off. And then he a deadbeat. He don't want his kids. No damn well he don't want your retarded ass, but he a deadbeat. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better, bro. But go on and tell it, little man. Go on and tell her. Hold your little sister down.
And it was the same question she was getting wrong?
Yes.
So how many times did you say she got the same question wrong?
Probably like 20.
So do you say your mom hit her 20 times in the face?
I don't think so. I think it was probably like, she got in a corner, and then when she got out the corner, it was probably like on,
If you had to guess an amount, or how many times did you say you heard a smack?
probably like 8 times, but I can't count that high, so now we have 10 fingers.
You would hear it? You would actually hear the smack?
Yeah, like the pound thing. Down
And
there.
it was across the face right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What side of the face would you say she got hit on?
Side.
What side is that?
Side.
Your mom hit her on the left side?
Yes.
All right. Did she hit her anywhere else?
On her forehead, and then she just hit her on her head with her 2 arms, and then she hit her like this.
Where?
On her faces.
On both sides of her face?
Yeah.
Did you see when she did it?
Uh-huh.
So show me how she did it.
She was different. Like this, like
She
that.
crossed her hands like that, or she had them like this? Like say I'm your mom. She came up to her and did like, so she would have did like this across her face with the back of her hands. So she was like this. She put the hands together like this and.
Okay. Both hands at the same time?
Yes.
Did mom ever grab her clothing? Describe that.
Like this.
And when she was grabbing her clothing, what was she doing with the clothing?
She was pushing her back.
Was she shaking her or?
Man, if I could show you, sir, if you could see the video that we just played, that's exactly what she did. It's their property. So they've been in through the property across, they'll throw the kid across the street. I explained this the other night when I was choking with my guy, OK Izzy, the dean. These women treat these kids like if it's their car, like if it's their handbag, like if it's they just straight up property, and they can do whatever they want, and you bet not say nothing.
Yeah,
Pulling her? She was shaking?
She was shaking her.
Was it just her clothing she had, or did she also touch her while she had the clothing?
She just pulled her up.
Just pulled her up by her clothing.
Yeah, by the
Collar?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put your hand on the collar where your mom had. And then what was the action mom did? Okay, lifted her up and then she stood up?
She was on her knees.
She was on her, she was.
All that physical stuff, man, all that angry stuff you be doing with these kids, that don't teach these kids no discipline. That teach these kids how to be mean and nasty and angry, and then go perform that while they in school on these other kids.
Was on the ground and she was trying to lift her up by her clothes?
No, she was on her bed.
Oh, okay. And then mom grabbed her collar while she was on the bed?
Mm-hmm.
And then she lifted her up and sat her back down?
Mm-hmm.
Did she shake her, or did she pull her, or did she strike her?
She pulled her and didn't strike, and then she started shaking her.
And then when she was shaking her, was it just the clothing like this, or was it?
I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
I was on the floor.
Okay, that's fair enough. And when your mom was disciplining your sister, she was using both hands at the same time, and like almost like the swat a fly, but she was doing it to both cheeks, and she did it a few, like 6, 7, 8 times.
No, one time.
One time with both hands. Okay. Hey, Sarge.
Hi, how are you?
So we're almost to the end of the second interview here, and then as soon as we're complete, we'll fill her in on. Go ahead.
All right, sweetheart. When was the last time anyone got hit in the house before yesterday?
Probably.
Is it a long time ago or?
No, probably like one at our old house and one in the apartment.
How does mom punish you? What does she do to punish you? How does she go about punishing you?
Gets the belt, starts whooping you.
When she spanks you with the belt, where does she spank you? On your buttocks, or on your back, or your hands?
But sometimes we put our hands on our butts.
Yep.
And she still whoops us with like she doesn't care.
And mom does all the punishment?
Yes, and then she tells us don't touch our tablet, don't touch the TV. Just go in your room and go to sleep.
You love your mom?
Yes, I love my mom.
Are you scared of your mom?
Yes, she is very strong.
How do you know when your mom is upset?
When she starts cursing, she starts to yell. Sometimes she starts crying. And I know when my mom feels sad. I know when my mom feels angry.
That's a goddamn shame, boy. That's a goddamn shame. And this hatred, this anger, and this confusion and chaos is passed down from generations. Her mother did that to her. Best believe that. Grandma. Check grandma.
Let's say that grandma grew up and had a lot of trauma. She had some very difficult things that everybody knows about, and they have compassion and sympathy and empathy for grandma. But she didn't get help and she didn't heal up. So she's become a very fearful person, which makes her a very controlling person, which makes her a very religious person. And so now she's constantly speaking fear over everyone and everything. And it's out of love, but it's out of unhealed hurt and trauma. And let's say grandma's religious, so she's always quoting Bible verses, and she's weaponizing the Bible to be in control of the family. And everyone knows grandma's not very healthy, but we let her set the system because we feel bad for grandma. Love grandma, but grandma needs to get some help. And unless grandma's healthy, what you're allowing is the least healthy person to determine the culture of the family. It will continue in your children and grandchildren, and you will take a broken family member and you'll turn it into a generational curse. Because your children will think, if you don't correct it, that this is normal in how we do family.
And I know when she feels that. Okay. I can tell by their faces.
Explain to us what happened yesterday.
I don't have to explain anything to anyone. Okay, well,
What the hell you do? What the? Hold up. Wait. Yo, she said, I told y'all, You can't tell them what to do with their property, boy. You can't tell. It take two to make a baby, but you can't tell them what to do with their property. The whole thing is theirs, but it take two to make this thing, but it's theirs. It's theirs. Whew.
Explain to us what happened yesterday.
I don't have to explain anything to anyone.
Okay, well, put your hands behind your back now.
For what?
A few moments later.
For what? What am I on arrest for? Who did I use?
You want to talk to us?
Why would I have to be arrested because I don't want to talk? Is that a crime?
You're under arrest for abuse on your daughter, and we have the
On my
photos,
daughter for
her
what?
statements and the photo proof from her injuries to her lip.
What
and her throat.
injuries?
It doesn't even matter if it's something. We're trying to decide, but-
Ma'am, come on, ma'am, please. Ma'am, all I'm trying to do is get my kids because I work from home. That's it. I didn't do anything. I didn't abuse anybody.
Okay, so there was allegations that
Okay,
came
but
in.
an allegation shouldn't make me be going to
I
jail.
gotta tell you. So it
Okay.
came in for physical injury, saying that the little girl, your daughter, had a busted blood vessel in her eye, and that she said that you had hit her in the face yesterday multiple times. I got statements from the kids saying that yes, this
Separately.
child got hit yesterday, but there was different statements of how she got hit in her face yesterday, of how many times she got hit in the face.
Okay,
That's
can
why
I
we
explain
wanted to talk
something?
to
Can
you.
I explain something?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
before y'all do all of this, because there's no need to do all of this. I don't have no background. I don't have no charges. I don't have no tickets. I don't have none of that. I take care of my kids.
So I did remove these kids back from you in the past in 2022 for physical injury. It's the same reason why
2022.
when she got
Yo, so man, what's all that? What's all that circus and pony show that you carrying on? You a repeat offender. You a repeat abuser. That's all you know. You going off of the information you have. And all you have is abusive information. So stop it. Stop it. When did you become this great parent that you keep speaking of out your mouth? When your actions show us you're confused, you're an abuser, you have bad mental health.
that hit on her
No,
leg
no, no.
with that AC.
Okay.
So you remember I came out then. So you do
Okay.
have history.
No, having history because someone has said that I did something is different from having evidence. Now, I can fall. Hold on. I can fall down. Hold on. No, I'm the one that dropped her to school.
Because she said
I'm the one that took a picture of them this morning before we left our house.
that's her
I can
lip.
show y'all.
That's her lip.
I can show y'all my pictures that I have with my kids this morning.
Okay, but
That was not there.
But
You can blow it up.
Even the child is saying that she didn't see this in her eye this morning. She said she didn't see it. It was when she came to school. A friend was like, "Hey, your eye is
Okay,
red."
so if she had it, so
what
how
about
can I see?
What about the mark on
Excuse
her
me.
face and her lip?
Excuse me. Okay, we're all adults here. I'm pretty sure you have children. I'm pretty sure
Right.
you have children. If my daughter, the one that y'all saying is making I abuse, is just told you, and y'all just heard this from her, that she didn't leave her house like that.
She said she didn't see it. She
Oh,
didn't look in the
okay.
mirror.
Well, she has to look in the mirror because she brushes her teeth and
She said
washes
she
her
didn't see it.
face.
She said she didn't. She said she did not.
Okay, well, she said she didn't. She said she didn't
But she
see.
did say that you hit her in her face, in her mouth, and your other son said the same thing.
Okay,
So-
well, I'm here to tell you, I did not hit nobody in
Okay.
their mouth. I did not bust nobody's make a pink eye or a black eye. I didn't do any of that. I can show
Did you
you.
discipline them kids at all yesterday?
No, I don't. I do not because
During
of this.
homework. Yesterday during homework, what happened?
They're doing homework here.
Yesterday when you called them into your bedroom while you was working to have them do their
I don't
homework.
call them in my bedroom.
So you didn't call none of these
No,
children. So all
no.
of these children gave me a lied statement.
I
All
don't know
of these
what they
children
gave
individually
you.
lied.
I don't know, ma'am. I don't know what they gave you. You already know because of what you're talking about 2022. You trying to use this
No, I'm
right
trying
now
to
to
see
say
if-
that I did something.
where-
And what I'm saying back then, and I was what I'm saying back then, and what I said in 2022. If I fall down right now, I'm just gonna get a bruise. That don't
So,
necessarily
you're
say
telling me
my
how she
mom
got these
bruised me.
injuries?
I don't know. This is my first time ever hearing something about this. The nurse
And
called
there
me
was no
early.
incident that happened yesterday.
No,
at
the
home.
nurse called me
Where did
earlier
they do
this
their- where did
morning.
they do their homework yesterday?
They did their homework in the living room. They
Okay.
read a book when they get here, when they get to my house, but they do their normal work
Nobody
here in
was disciplined
school.
yesterday.
No, ma'am.
So your child
Where's
wasn't
the
reading.
nurse?
So your child wasn't reading
Where Where's the nurse? Where's
and
the
was
nurse?
mispronouncing these words, and you got frustrated.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Where's the nurse? Because the nurse called me this morning and said something about a red eye, and she just told me she's going to send Makayla back to her class.
Mom, what's your
because
home
she's not complaining that her eye hurt.
What's your home address?
Now I come here and then I get that I abused my child. Like, this is crazy.
All right, you have any family members that these kids go with until we can figure out a plan?
Yeah, their auntie. This is not even
The same
necessary.
No, how many?
It ain't never the father, boy. It ain't never the mother-loving father, yo. Not near one of them, because they don't all be having the same father, right? So you figure at least one dad, or maybe two out of the three dads, but at least one dad. They can't go with none of the dads. Like, that's nasty work. These women is pitiful, boy. Pitiful. And that's a good point. Why did you take a picture? How are you able to have a picture of them that morning? Why would you just take a picture of them that morning, man?
How many kids are here of hers? 2?
3.
3?
Sir, please don't arrest me for what, sir?
So we need to just make the kids come inside.
Sir, look what I'm going
They can have
through.
somebody come pick
Look
them
what
up
I'm
and not
going
have
through
to be
because
seen.
somebody said I did something that I didn't
The
do.
thing is, I'm gonna have
I've
to
never
escort them
been
back
in
to the
jail.
office.
And I didn't get outraged. I didn't get out loud. No, because I'm wondering
Well,
why
that's
am I
not why
being
you're going
here?
to jail. You're going to jail because of the injuries to your daughter and their
Ma'am,
You going to jail?
If you could bring the kids back here while they go
They're
around.
in aftercare.
Oh, okay, that's
And they're all
fine, that's
together,
fine.
so they're all together in aftercare and then we'll.
Okay, so if you guys,
I need to bring her out to my truck.
I'm gonna figure out if we're doing a safety thing or.
We'll walk right out the front. I mean, that's the only way to go out.
please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me.
Hang on one second. Let me see if there's another way.
Please don't do that to you. They are always try to make it about y'all. When you start to lay on your back and let loose of the fish hole, it ain't about you no more, man. It ain't about you no more, man. It's about these kids. They ain't doing nothing to you that you ain't do to that kid, boy. You deserve this. And then gonna talk about I ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody. You heard her when she walked up in there? Now your tune sound different. Her whole tune changed now. Please don't do this to me.
So sorry. I didn't do anything, ma'am. I swear I didn't do anything.
Yo, can we?
All right, and that's,
Ma'am,
we're gonna die.
That's the new lane. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. Yo, wow, boy. Right? You see the pattern, right? They never call for the dad. They never ask for the dad. And they first thing they say out their mouth is, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Document
This
that.
is crazy. This is crazy. Ma'am, please don't do this to me. Can I speak for the sergeant?
it's me. That's me. I am the sergeant, and we're going off based off the statements from your children and the injuries to your daughter. They didn't happen at school. The injuries.
Ma'am,
We're going off what she said.
Please listen to
So,
me. Can you please listen
I'm
to
listening.
me? You ran my name.
I didn't
I
run
have
your name.
no-
I've never ran your name. I
Okay.
didn't run your name.
Okay, well, ma'am, if you run my name, I have no criminal record.
It's not about that.
I've never have injured any one of my children.
Okay, well,
Yes, I might have did corporal punishment in the past, but they gave me parenting for that. And I learned my lesson. They took my kids already.
It's
I
not,
did learn my lesson.
it's not.
And I haven't been nothing to my kids, but a loving mother to my kids.
It's not
No,
reasonable
this is
for a child
shelter,
to come in
where-
here.
But the thing is, she wasn't like that when she left Friday. She wasn't like that when she came in. Can I show you the picture?
it's not.
Can I please show you the picture, ma'am?
It doesn't. Why would a picture of this?
I always take pictures of them. I take pictures of them since the first
Well,
day
let's
school
bring
started.
her out here. Come on.
She got charged with the child A word, guys. Now, it's getting harder and harder to defend our sisterhoods. The sisterhoods, y'all under attack with these body cams. This 2 days in a row, we done sat here and watch y'all physically harm one of these children, yo. We didn't watch y'all physically harm. Remember yesterday we did the monster babysitter girl. So for those of y'all that missed that one, go check that out. I mean, make sure you go check that out. The monster babysitter. You know.